Hey fam, welcome back to Rise and Glow, the podcast where real talk meets real transformations. I'm Anna, and today's episode is something we've wanted to share for a long time.
And I am Isabella. This is the episode where we get a little vulnerable and a lot real. We are talking about our stories, where we came from, how we met, and the exact habits and mindset shifts that turn our lives around.
You know, sometimes people see us on social media doing brand collabs, giving talks, hosting events, and they think, wow, they've always had it together. But that couldn't be further from the truth.
Right? We weren't always these glow up girls. We had to glow up because life gave us no other choice. So let's go back for a minute.
So, picture this. I was 17, still in high school, and my whole world flipped. Without going too deep into it, there was a serious family situation, and I ended up moving out. No support, no backup plan, just me, a part time job, and this burning feeling inside that said me I'm not staying stuck.
At the same time, I was 18, pregnant, scared, and the people I thought would be there for me, my parents, they turned their backs. I was 5 months in and still hiding it from everyone but my best friend. I didn't know what I was doing, but I knew I had to figure it out.
I remember your first DM, Isa.
I do too. I was up at 3 a.m. scrolling, trying to find literally anyone who was talking about healing, change, personal growth. Your page wasn't filtered, it was real. You were talking about boundaries, energy, cutting ties with toxicity. And I was like, who is this girl?
And it just clicked. Two girls, both figuring life out, but hurting but hungry to grow. We start talking, sharing resources, giving each other book recommendations, tips, and next thing you know, we're creating content together.
And people start listening because we weren't trying to sell this perfect and untable life. We were living proof that you can start from chaos and build something beautiful.
So, with that, let's talk about the three core habits that help us building our foundation from nothing.
Habit 1. Your morning routine sets the tone for your mindset. And I know everyone's heard it before, but I promise it works. Even as a single mom, I carve out that tiny bit of space in the morning just for me.
Same. At first, I thought I needed a 2 hour Instagram worthy routine, but nope. I start with 15 minutes. I journal 3 times, and it was grateful for a stretch and read one page of mindset book. That small act told my brain I'm sure of this day.
Now my son even joins me sometimes. He'll do baby yoga while I meditate. It's hilarious and beautiful. Moms out there, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just start, especially when it feels chaotic.
Exactly. That leads into habit two. Control what you consume. And I don't just mean food, I'm talking about content, conversations, and even company.
Preach. One of the biggest shifts for me was unfollowing influencers who made me feel like I wasn't enough. If their content made me compare or feel small, I hit that unfollow button quick.
Same. I started intentionally filling my feed with people who were talking about growth, healing, faith wellness, and guess what? That shift in my energy, it attracted brands who are linked with those values.
That's how we landed our first partnership with Green Root Organics. They saw how we were integrating healthy eating and plant based living into our everyday lives. Not because it was trendy, but because it became part of our healing.
From there, it was like a domino effect. Wellness apps, mental health platforms, eco conscious clothing lines, they start researching out by me, but only because we were living it, not just posting it.
And habit 3, build real relationship, not cloud chasing connections. When Anna replied to my DM, she didn't know who I was. I wasn't a somebody. But she showed up with kindness. That changed my life.
And Isa didn't try to copy what I was doing. She brought her own voice to the table. That what made us powerful as a duo. We were different but aligned, sisters in growth.
We have since done over 30 collabs with brands, spoken at 6 events, hosted our own retreat, and built a loyal community that's growing every day. But the most important thing, we never stop being students.
Never. We still do weekly check ins with each other. We still read, we still cry sometimes, and we still celebrate every single win, no matter how small, because healing is not linear.
If you're listening right now thinking, that sounds amazing, but I could never, stop. You don't have to be where we are. You just have to start. Get up a little earlier, drink more water, journal one honest sentence. That's enough to begin.
Amen. If no one's told you this today, you're not broken, you're becoming, just like we did.
We love y'all so much. Thank you for being part of this journey. If this episode spoke to you, share it with your best friend or post it in your Instagram and tag us. Rise and Glow Up Podcast.
Next week, we're sitting down with one of our favorite people, former pro athlete turned mindset coach, talking all about discipline, emotional regulation, and how to stop self-sabotaging. Trust us, you won't want to miss it.
Until then, keep rising.
And keep glowing. Love you guys.